How to use Signal on iPad. In this tutorial, I will explain how to use Signal on iPad. I will show you how to install the Signal app, how to link a device to the iPad, how to send invites to the app, start a chat, create a group, and do audio and video calls. Let's get started. How to install and link device on Signal for iPad. Signal is a messaging application that allows users to send messages, make audio and video calls with their friends, share photos, videos, and links. Signal Private Messenger is completely free to use. The app is available for iPhone, iPad, Android, Windows, Mac, and Linux. If you are wondering how to start using the app on your device, you can use this video as a reference. Here is a step-by-step guide you can follow to download the Signal app on your iPad. Please note, you cannot have the Signal app without a phone number. So for an iPad, you will be able to link the Signal app to an existing account on your iPhone or your Android phone. How to install the Signal app on your iPad? First, open on your iPad the App Store. Tap on the search button. Next, search for Signal on the top. After you found the app, tap Get. You will need to allow the installation if it is the first time you install this app on your account. This may differ on every device, so the best advice is to follow the on-screen instruction. After the install is complete, tap on the Open button. Next, tap Continue and allow all necessary permission. Tap Enable permissions. Tap OK. Tap Allow for Signal app to send you notification. Here, you will have the possibility to transfer from another iPad or add it as a new device. I will tap Add as a new device, as this is my case. You can select what is OK for you on this step. Now launch Signal on your phone to link this iPad to your account. After you open the app on your phone, tap Next. Follow the instruction, so tap on the settings from your phone and then tap Link Devices and tap Link New Device. Scan the QR code from your iPad with your phone. After you correctly scan the device, you will get to this page. Name your device and tap Finish Linking. You have now installed and linked your Signal account on this iPad. You have now installed and linked your Signal account with your iPad. How to start the chat on Signal for iPad. End-to-end encryption works by converting the sender message into code that only the intended recipient's device can translate back into the message. On Signal for iPad, chats are encrypted. To start the chat on Signal for iPad, you need to do the following. Open the Signal app on your iPad. Tap on the Compose button. Here, you will see a list of all your contacts who have Signal installed. If you do not see the person who you want to talk here, it means they do not have Signal installed and you need to send them an invite. You can invite them on Signal by clicking the button Invite Friends to Signal. You can also try to find somebody by using the option Find by Phone Number. To start the chat with somebody, you just need to tap on that contact. You will get to a page where you can send a message. On the bottom, we have an input. Just write the person a message and send it, and you will start a conversation on Signal for iPad. If you see this, then it means the message has been sent to the Signal and it will be delivered to the person. If you see two badges like this, it means the message has been sent. On a chat, you can send messages, emojis, images, videos, and even record audio messages. Tap on the plus button. Tap Allow access to all photos. Here, you will be able to send images from the camera, GIF files, file, contact, and even location. If you tap on the camera icon, you will be able to send a picture from the camera directly. Tap OK. Tap again OK. If you keep your finger on the microphone, you will be able to send an audio message. Also, if you send a message by mistake, you will need to tap on that message and you will be able to delete it. If you tap on the top of the conversation, where is the name of the person, you will get in an admin zone for this conversation. You will be able to set up disappearing messages, mute notification, custom notification. At the bottom, you will see a block option if you have some problems with the person to who you are talking. You can do the same stuff you normally do on other apps like WhatsApp. This is how you start a chat on Signal for iPad. How to create a group on Signal for iPad. The Signal is one of the best messaging apps around. It uses the same end-to-end encryption protocol and it safeguards your privacy. Signal Group is built on the top of the new private group system technology. The Signal service has no record of your group membership, group titles, group avatars, or group attributes. New group features include invite via a group link or QR code, mention, admin controls to remove a member from the group, admin controls of who can edit group info, and the disappearing messages timer. Optional admin approval for member joining by a group link. To start or create a group on Signal for iPad, do the following steps. In Signal, tap Compose button. Tap New Group. Select the contact you want to add to the group. Please note, if you want first to create a group and to do all settings, you can skip this step and add the member later. Tap on the Next button or the Skip button. Write the name of the group. You can also add the photo of the group if you want directly here. Tap on Photo Library or Camera. Select the photo. Tap on Done. Tap Create. The group has been created. In the group, you can do the same action as you also do in one conversation. You can send messages, images, video, and even record audio messages. If you tap on the plus sign, you will be able to send a picture from the camera, a GIF file, a file, contact, and location. You also see the latest images. If you tap on the camera button, you will be able to send an image made live. Tap on the microphone to send an audio message like this. If you tap on the profile icon, you will get to the settings page. Here, you will have all the main group settings. You can change the name and the picture of the group here with the Edit button from the top. Here, you can see all media and search the chat. Disappearing messages will make so a message sent and seen will disappear from the group. That is a very nice feature. You can set up how much time you want on this option. You can mute notification or do custom notification for your group. On mentions, you can set up if you will receive a notification when somebody mentions you in the conversation. On the Add Members option, you can set up who can add new people to the group. If the group is open, you can leave all members, but if it is a closed group, it is better to put only admins. On Edit Group Info, I suggest to set up so only admins can edit the group's info. On members requests and invites, you will see all pending members and also invites that have not been accepted yet. Here, you can enable or disable the group link. On the bottom, you will see a part of the member list and an option to block the groups or leave the group. If you tap on one of the members, you will be able to make it a group admin or remove it from the group. This is how you actually create a group and manage it on your iPad. How to audio call on Signal for iPad. Signal calls, both voice and video, are end-to-end encrypted. Voice and videos are available on all Signal platforms, iOS, Android, and desktop. To start an audio call on your iPad device, you will need to have the contact on your phone. and the person needs to have the Signal app installed. If you do not see the person who you are trying to call, just click on the New Conversation button from the top and click on the person who you want to call. If you want to talk with somebody with who you had the conversation, just tap on a conversation and on the top of the screen you will have two buttons to start a video or audio call. To start an audio call on Signal for iPad, tap the phone icon from the top. The call is starting. From what I have noticed, sometimes you get a screen like this, Signal connecting. This screen remains the same and the call is not starting. Suppose you see this. Then end the call and try again. We just started a new call with this person. On the bottom, we will have three buttons. The first button is the camera. You can start the camera with this button. If you want to mute your microphone, you can do that by tapping the second button. The last button is the end call button. If you finish the call, just tap on that. You have now started and finished the call on Signal for iPad. How to start a video call on Signal for iPad? All Signal messages, voice and video calls are private. You will be prompted to grant the camera and the microphone permission for the first time you make or receive a Signal call. Signal video calls are end-to-end encrypted. You can start in two ways a video call. To start a video call, you will need to have the contact on your phone and the person needs to have Signal app installed on their device. If you do not see the person who you are trying to call, just click on the New Conversation button and click on the person who you want to call. If you want to talk with somebody with who you had a conversation, tap on a conversation and on the top of the screen you will have two buttons to start a video or audio call. To start a video call on Signal, tap the video icon from the top. Sometimes I had an error and the call did not start. The call is starting. If you do not get an answer, then it means the person is not available. On the bottom, you will have four buttons. The first icon is the switch camera. If you tap this, you can switch the camera from the front to rear. The second button is the video call. You can start or stop the camera with this button. If you want to mute your microphone, you can do that by tapping the third button. The last button is the end call button. If you finish the call, tap on that. You have now started and finished a video call on Signal for iPad. How to start a video group call on Signal for iPad? If you want to start a video group call on Signal for iPad, you will need to have the group created, and all persons need to accept the invite to the group. If you have not created the group for this, you need to do that first. I already created a video about how you can create a group on Signal, so you can check that part. But just as a reminder, you can create a group by tapping Compose from the top. Here, tap New Group and follow the steps. Let me show you how to start the group video call on an existing group. Open the group chat. Tap on the video button from the top. From the start, you will be able to switch between the front camera and rear camera. Leave the camera on or off, and even mute your microphone. Tap on Start Call. A notification will be sent to the other members of the group. An alert will appear in the group chat history. You will see on the top the number of participants. If somebody joins, you will see the number rising. If you tap on that icon from the top, you will see a list of participants and if they have their microphone on mute or not. On the bottom, we will have four buttons. The last button is the End Call button. If you finish the call, just tap on that. Please remember that for the video call to end, all participants need to end the call. This is how you do a group video call on Signal for iPad. How to join a group call on Signal for iPad? If you are in a group on Signal for iPad, you can be part of the calls. The signal does not call you automatically when you are in a group like WhatsApp or another messaging app. When a group call is in progress, you will receive a notification from Signal on iPad. In the past, I had problems with receiving notification when somebody started a group call on Signal, so it might happen to you too. This is the notification for the group call. If you tap on that notification, you will go directly to the zone where you can start the call. If you do not see that, then let's open the Signal app. To join the group call on Signal for the iPad, tap on the group where the call is done. On the group, tap on Join. Here, you can put the camera on or off and put the microphone on mute. Also, you can change the camera to be the front one. To join a group call, just tap Join Call. You have now joined the call. If you tap on the icon from the top, you will see a list of the participants and if they have their microphone on mute or not. On the bottom, we will have 4 buttons. The last button is the End Call button. If you want to finish the call, tap on the End Call button. Please note that even if you close the group call, all members need to end the call to end the meeting. This is how you join a group call on Signal for iPad. How to invite somebody to Signal for iPad. Your Signal contact list will show you who is already using the app. You can also invite your contacts to join for a better Signal experience. To invite a friend to Signal on the iPad, tap on the Compose button. At the top of the contact list, you will have an option called Invite Friends to Signal. Tap on Invite Friends to Signal. You can send the message by email or message. Let's select Message. Select the contact you want to send the invitation. Tap on Done. You can now change the message. After you finish, just tap on the Send button. Let's see how we can send an invite to somebody on email. Tap Mail. Select the content you want to send the invitation to. Tap on Done. You can change the message how you want here. After you finish the message, just tap on the Send button from the top. This is how you send an invite on iPad on Signal. How to activate dark mode on Signal for iPad. Dark mode is a feature on iPad apps that changes the design of an app to a dark background. I love the dark mode for being easier on the eyes, especially at night. The Signal app on iPad devices also has dark mode. Here's how to activate it. Open the app. You see I have the light theme active on the Signal app. To activate dark mode, tap on the image profile from the top. Tap on Appearance. Here you have a section called Theme. You can use System. This means the app will get you the dark mode when the main settings for the dark mode on iPad is selected. If you want to have dark mode all the time, tap on Dark. I really love the dark mode. You have now changed Signal to dark mode on your iPad device. How to move a conversation from archive to inbox on Signal for iPad. If you have conversation that you do not use much on Signal, you can archive them. To archive a conversation, swipe from right to left on that conversation. Tap on Archive. When you archive a conversation, you will get on the bottom a notice as I have here, Archive Chats. Tap on that to see the archive conversation. To unarchive a conversation, swipe from right to left on that conversation. That conversation will be selected and some buttons will appear. You have the Unarchive button and the Delete button. To move back a conversation from archive on Signal for iPad, tap on the button Unarchive. You have now moved a conversation from archive to inbox on Signal for iPad. If this was useful, please like, share and subscribe. You can also watch more videos from the right. Also, if you have any questions, please ask them in the comments area below.